Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Uh, in our previous lectures, we have studied about sampling distribution. We have studied about different assumptions of sampling distribution, and we have also studied about sampling with replacement and sampling without replacement. Uh, Let me repeat it again. The sampling distribution with sampling with replacement is a type of sampling in which we select a member from the population, we study it, and then we return it to the population. Let's suppose if there is a basket that is having 10 balls, whereas 5 of the balls are red and 5 are black. Let's suppose there is a person. Let's suppose we say that a person is Enzimam is a person. Enzimam is going to study any of the ball that whether it is red or black. So let Enzimam is selecting one of the ball at random, and he study it. He record the experiment, he record what he did, and then return the ball to the population, means to the basket. Then this kind of a sampling is known as sampling with replacement. और हमने कहा था कि सैम्पलिंग विद रिप्लेसमेंट का जो हमारे साथ फार्मूला है वो हमारे साथ है, मतलब एन एस सैम्पलिंग विद रिप्लेसमेंट का जो हमारे साथ फार्मूला है एन एस, दिस इज एन, रिमेंबर दिस इज एन, कैपिटल एन या एन एस, या हम कह सकते हैं कि एन एन। इसका मतलब ये है कि पॉपुलेशन में से ये हमारे साथ सैंपल को शो कर रहा है और ये पॉपुलेशन को शो कर रहा है, सही है। सो हम कह सकते हैं कि एन एन इज इक्वल टू एन की पावर एन, एन की पावर एन। अब ये जो हमारा एन है, अगेन मैं कह रहा हूँ कि दिस इज population size. It tells us about the population, whereas this n tells us about the sample size, that how many member would be there on a given sample. So let's suppose if the population is n is equal to, let's suppose 10, sahi, and our sample size is, our sample size means n is equal to 2. It means that in one sample we have 2 members. So n ki power n means sample size without with replacement in this case is 10 ki power 10, which means 100. So 100 is the total sample size, is the total samples that we can make, and from this 10 number a population. These type of questions are very common in our daily life. These situation occurs in our daily life. If we appear in different tests like GRE, like a GATE subject, and even the tests that we took for competitive examinations like NTS test, public service commission test, they have questions like these. Let's suppose they would say you that there are let's suppose 5 windows, and a person wants to go out through any of the windows. So how many ways are there? Are similar like situations. So this is the sampling with replacement. Now we have another method of sampling which is known as sampling without replacement. In sampling without replacement, we select a member from the population, we study it, and then we do not return it to the population. Let's suppose I am giving you the same example that we have a basket. The basket has 10 balls, one of the 5 balls are red and 5 are black. Let's suppose there is a person whose name is Zishan. Zishan selects a ball, he study it and record what he did, record the measurements, and then he threw away the ball and he is not returning it to the original population. So this is the case of sampling without replacement, and the formula of sampling without replacement is in n is equal to n factorial divided by n factorial जो हमारे सैंपल के लिए यूज होता है into n minus n factorial. This is the formula for sampling without replacement. And remember, the sample size through sampling with replacement is always greater than the sampling without replacement if you are using the same population and same sample size. Now we are returning towards our original question that we had to solve over here and we have to study here. Let's suppose that a random variable x has the following population distribution. We have already discussed about random variables. That what is a random variable? Random variable is a variable that is generated through a random experiment. Like we say, if we are throwing a coin, what is the probability of head and tail, the head and tail that we are taking throughout a random experiment? They are random variables. Let's suppose there is a random variable x and it has the following population distribution. As this, do remember that we have already studied the population distribution as the sampling distribution and frequency distribution in the case of random variables. So the random distribution, we can say the population distribution of the random variable is, let's suppose x is the value of the random variable. This x just tells us about different values of random variable, and this f of x tells us the probability of the random variable, frequency distribution of the random variable. This the three values of random variables are 3, 6 and 9. These are the values. Now each of the values of the random variable has an equal probability, has an equal chance of occurrence. Like 1 over 3 is the chance for occurrence of 3, 1 over 3 is the chance of occurrence for 6, and similarly 1 over 3 is the chance or the probability for getting 9. So the question is, if a sample of 3 numbers is taken with replacement, so what we need to do is to prove mean of the sampling distribution with replacement and verify that standard deviation of the sampling distribution of the mean with the replacement is equal to sigma over n. This is what we need to do. So these are the questions. Okay, ये अगर आपके साथ, if we are getting a sample of 3 members from the population with replacement, so we had to know and to calculate mean of the sample and verify that the standard deviation is equal to sigma divided by under root n. This is our question. Now we can remove it and make it a little. The population distribution of the random variable x may be written as, we can write the population distribution like we can say f of x is equal to p of x. This is the probability distribution, population distribution of the random variable which is x is 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is the probability the frequency of occurrence of the variable. This is means the probability of for the value 3, whereas 1 over 3 is the probability for value 6, and 1 over 3 is the probability of occurrence of 9, because we have already studied that in the given case all of the values of the random variables, in this case all of the values of the random variables that are 3, 6 and 9, each of them has the similar probability, means equal chances of occurrence. Now we know that the numbers of the population are 3, 6 and 9, and we have to uh, take a sample, all possible sample of size 3. Matlab we have to take, we have to select all the samples with size 3. How many samples are possible? We know that in this case the formula for the sampling with replacement is n. This n represent population and this n represents हमारे साथ sample size को. So now 3 की power 3 is equal to 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. 9 multiplied by 3 is equal to 27. So 27 are all possible samples. It means at maximum we can have 27 possible samples. Let if we want to draw the first sample, and given that we know that we are going with sampling with replacement, it means if we are studying a number, we will return it back to the population. So the first sample is we know that क्या हमारे साथ एग्जाम्पल में हमारे साथ कितने मेंबर्स होंगे, 3 हमारे साथ मेंबर्स होंगे. तो क्या लेट्स सपोज फर्स्ट सैंपल में हमारे साथ कितने मेंबर आन होंगे, क्योंकि दिस इज विद रिप्लेसमेंट ना, तो मतलब हम रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं. इन द फर्स्ट सैंपल वी कैन हैव वैल्यू 3 एंड 3. इसका मतलब है कि पहले सैंपल में हमारी तीनों वैल्यूज जो है दिस वुड बी 3. Similarly, in the second sample we can have value 3 and 6, and the third sample we can have value 3 and 9. Similarly, in the fourth sample we can have 3, 6 and 3. क्योंकि अब ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, रिपीटेशन मेरे साथ वैल्यूज की आ रही है, क्यों आ रही है, क्योंकि दिस इज बिकॉज we are doing the sampling with replacement. We are studying a variable, we are studying a number, and then we are returning it to the same population. So this is how we are seeing this pattern. Similarly, our fifth sample is 3, 6 and 6. Our sixth sample is 3, 6 and 6. It means 9 samples. We will have 9 samples where the first figure is 3. Similarly, we will have 9 samples where the first figure is 6. The first figure, we can say the first number is 6. And similarly, we can have 9 samples where the first number is 9. So just look at this. सेवंथ जो हमारा सैंपल है, 7th सैंपल इज अगेन दिस इज आपके साथ 3, 9 and 3. Similarly, 8th sample is 3, 9 and 6. The 9th sample is 3, 9 and 9. Similarly, look at it now. from 10th sample we have 9 samples where the first value is 6, like 6, 3 and 3, 6, 3, 6, 6, 3, 9. Similarly, we can go further ahead. This is a 12 sample, 13 sample, 6, 6 and 3. Look at the 14 sample, 6, 6 and 6. 15 sample, 6, 6 and 9. 16 sample, 6, 6 9 and 3. 17 sample, 6, 9 and 6. 18 sample, 6, 9 and 9. Now from 18th 19 samples we will have 9 samples where the first number is 9. 9, 3, 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 9, 3, 9, 9, 6, 3, 9, 6 and 6, 9, 6, 9, 9, 9, 3, 9, 9, 6 and this is again 9, 9, 9. It means we have in the 29 samples we have 3 samples where all of the members of the sample are the same numbers, we are like 999, like 666. जिस तरह यहाँ पे हमारे साथ क्या है 999 आ रहा है, यहाँ पे हमारे साथ क्या आ रहा है 14 नंबर सैंपल 666। और जो हमारा फर्स्ट सैंपल था उसमें हमारे साथ वैल्यू क्या आ रही है, जो सैंपल्स के हमारे साथ वैल्यूज है उसमें हमारे साथ आ रही है 333। Now, like in our previous question we studied about mean. Generally, we have also studied that in our descriptive statistics that mean either this is x bar is equal to sum of x divided by n। मतलब आपके साथ जो गिवन वैल्यूज है वो आप ऐड कर दे, उसको नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज पे डिवाइड कर दे, आपके साथ क्या आ जाएगी मीन आ जाएगी। सो मीन इज इक्वल टू 9 3 प्लस 3 प्लस 3, 3 जमे 3 जमे 3 इज इक्वल टू 9 एंड इस 9 को डिवाइड कर दे सैंपल साइज पे। जो हमारे साथ सैंपल साइज क्या है हमारे साथ है 3, सॉरी इस 9 को आप डिवाइड कर दें नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज पे। जो गिवन नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज है दे आर 3, so 9 is the sum of the values and 3 is the 9 is the sum of the values and 3 is the number of values. So 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So this is the mean. This is how we calculate sample mean. Similarly for 336 we can add 3 plus 3 plus 6 divided by 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 and 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So this is the sample, the mean of second sample. Similarly, we can calculate the mean of third sample, like we will add this value plus this value plus 9 this value. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, 6 plus 9 is equal to 15, 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Now this is how the mean is 5. Similar process is done for all values and for all samples. This is how we generate mean. This is how we generate mean of each of the sample, and this is through a very simple process. What we do, we add all the values in the sample and then divide by the number of values. This is a similar thing like if there are 10 people and you want to weight to find out average weight. So what we do, we add all the individual weights and then divide by the number of candidates, which are 10. So this would be our mean for that sample. Similarly, we can this is the mean of the ninth sample. This is the mean of the 10th sample. This is 11th sample, 12th sample, 13th sample, 14th sample, 17th, 15th sample, 16th sample. So this is how we can find out the mean of all the samples in the given population. So this is the way through which we can find out mean of all the samples. Uh, Now, if we have studied, we can do its frequency distribution, and also in our previous question, like what we did, कि हमने उस को टेली किया था ना, मीन को हमने टेली किया था कि ये मीन हमारे साथ कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, तो यहाँ पर भी हम वही प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं. So like in the previous part, like in the other picture, like but we did like little uh, back, that we calculated a mean of the sample. Now we are going towards sampling distribution of the sample mean, that is x bar. अब x बार में हमारे साथ मीन, ऐसे कितने सैंपल्स थे जिनकी मीन 3 आ रही है, ऐसे कितने सैंपल्स थे जिसकी मीन 4 आ रही है, ऐसे कितने सैंपल्स थे जिनकी मीन 5 आ रही है, ऐसे कितने सैंपल जिसकी मीन 6 आ रही है. मतलब जो हमारे साथ वहाँ पर सैंपल मीन थी उसमें 3 कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, 4 कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, 5 कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, 6 कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, 7 कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है, 8 कितना दफ़ा रिपीट हो रहा है. वहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, हम इन सब सैंपल्स को क्या करेंगे, उनके वैल्यूज को ऐड करेंगे, उससे मीन निकालेंगे और फिर हम देखेंगे कि हमारे साथ ये कितनी दफ़ा रिपीट हुआ है. अब अगर हम यहाँ पर अपने प्रीवियस उसमें देख ले, तो यहाँ पर लेट सपोज हमारे साथ 3, तो मीन 3 कितनी दफ़ा आया हुआ है, एक दफ़ा. मीन 4 कितनी दफ़ा आया हुआ है, 1 2, आई गेस 2 दफ़ा हमारे साथ मीन आ रहा है. 4 5 कितनी दफ़ा आ रहा है, 1 2 3 4 5 6 एंड दिस इज 6 टाइम हमारे साथ क्या आ रहा है, मीन हमारे साथ आ रहा है 6 5 आ रहा है. सो इट मीन हम क्या करेंगे, हम जो वहाँ पर हमारे है अपना मीन जो हमारे साथ आ रहे हैं 3 है, 4 है, 5 है, उनको हम काउंट करेंगे और यहाँ पर उसके सामने नंबर ऑफ सैंपल मीन लिखेंगे, जिसको हमने अपने पिछले उसमें मैंने टेली से रिप्रेजेंट किया था कि टेली के थ्रू हम क्या कर सकते हैं. इधर सपोज यहाँ पर मैं एक टेली बना रहा हूँ, जनरली हम यहाँ पर पहले एक्स बार लिखते हैं, फिर उसके बाद क्या लिखते हैं, उसके बाद हम लिखते हैं टेली. लेकिन यहाँ पर टेली में कर रहा हूँ, लेट्स सपोज इसको टेली करना है मैंने. टेली. अब 3 कितनी दफ़ा आया हुआ है, 1 दफ़ा. 4 कितने टाइम आया हुआ है, 1 2 एंड 3 टाइम्स. 5 कितने टाइम आया हुआ है, 1 2 3 4. अब अगर आप टेली कर रहे हो तो आप जो आपको इजीनेस के लिए, आपको कैलकुलेशन में आसानी लाने के लिए आप क्या करते हैं कि 5th जो लाइन है इस तरह आता है. मतलब इसका सिंपल मतलब यह है कि अब अगर आपने इस तरह लाइन उसके ऊपर ड्रा करे क्रॉस लाइन, जिसका मतलब यह है कि ये 5 हो गए हैं एंड दिस इज आपके साथ 6. अब 6 कितनी दफ़ा आया हुआ है, 7 टाइम आया हुआ है. सो 1 2 3 4 and this is the fifth line. This mean आपकी 5 हो गई and 7 दफा आया हुआ है, so 1 2, this is 7. Now we want to know that how many times we have mean 7. This is 6 times from the given table that we already calculated. So 1 2 3 4, ये हम ऐसा नहीं करते. 7 is like how many times we have 7, so 1 2 3 4 and this is 5 and 6. Similarly 8, we have the value 8, mean 8 has come 3 times. So and this is for like for mean 6 6 9, this is up, this is we have 6 and 6 12, 9 and 9 18, 18 plus 9, this is a um, 9 and 8, 3 times we have the mean 8, 1 2 and 3. Similarly 9 is 1 time, which is 9 jame 9 jame 9 is equal to 27. उस 27 को आप 3 पे डिवाइड कर दें तो आपके साथ वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी, 9 आ जाएगी. And this is repeated just once in this given population. And over here we will add the samples like 1 3 6 7 6 3 1. Remember, this sum of the number of sample mean will be equal to the sample size. क्यों to the number of possible size number of possible samples. Why? Because it tells us the means of the samples. If we have 27 samples, so obviously we will have 27 sample means. We cannot have 27 samples and 30 samples means, or we cannot have 30 means sample means and 25 samples. No, the number of sample size will be equal to the number of samples will be equal to number of sample means. Similarly, if you want to know about the probability of each of the mean की हम probability मालूम करना चाहते हैं, so 3 की probability हमारे साथ 3 कितने दफा आया हुआ है, 1, and total number हमारे साथ कितनी है, 27. And what is the probability of this, 1 over 27, क्योंकि 27 sample the chance of occurrence of mean 3 is 1. The probability of occurrence of mean 3 is mean 4 is 3. The probability of the occurrence of mean 5 is 6 times. The probability of mean occurrence of mean 6 is 7 times. Similarly, probability of occurrence of mean 7 is 6 times. And the probability of occurrence of mean 8 is 3 times. And the probability of occurrence of mean 9 is 1 time. So आप इसको ऐड करते 1 plus 3 4 plus 6 10 plus 7 17 plus 6 23 23 plus 3 26 plus 1 27. So this is how we say that the probability of f of x bar is equal to 1. How? Because हमने कहा था कि probability distribution is like this is a sampling distribution as a probability distribution, and the sum of all probabilities is equal to 1, and this is how we proved that how the sum of probabilities is equal to 1. And generally we say that the value of any probable variable ranges from the value of probability ranges from 0 to 1. And mostly it cannot be 0, it cannot be less than 0 or 1 or greater than 1. Why? Because if the probability is -1, so it is not possible, because either the variable will exist, if the variable exists, it will have some probability of occurrence. ये नहीं हो सकता कि उसकी probability माइनस में हो. Similarly, the probability cannot be 1. The probability of variable cannot be 1 because it is very certain. If the probability is very certain, like it's 100% chances of occurrence, then this is not a probable outcome. This is a certain outcome. सिमिलरली एक्स बार एफ ऑफ एक्स जो हमारे साथ मीन की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हम करते हैं, जो हम आगे जाके हमारे मीन में काम आएगा एंड स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन कैलकुलेशन में हमारे काम आएगा, वो है आप क्या करें, व्हाट यू डू, मल्टीप्लाई द मीन with this probability. Multiply mean with the probability of probability. So mean is 3 and 3 multiplied by 1 over 27 is equal to 3 divided by 27. Similarly 4 को आप मल्टीप्लाइड कर दे 3 के साथ, so 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12, 12 divided by 27. Similarly 5 and 5, if you multiply 5 with this 6, this is equal to 5 multiplied by 6 is equal to 30, so this is 30 by 7. Similarly if you multiply 6 with its probability, this is 6 into 7 is equal to 42, 42 आपके साथ ये वैल्यू आ जाएगी जी. Similarly if we multiply 7 with 6 again, so the probability is again 42 by 27, this is same probability. Similarly if we multiply 6 with 8 with 3, so we multiplied mean with the probability of this mean, so 8 multiplied by 3, this is equal to 24. 24 को आप डिवाइड कर दें उसके टोटल नंबर पे, which is 27. The total possible outcomes are 27 na sample size, because the sample size is possible samples are 27. Similarly we can multiply this 9 with this frequency or probabilities, so 9 multiplied by 1, we can multiply it with this probabilities. 9 multiplied by 1 is equal to 9, 9 divided by 27. Now this is mean of the sampling distribution. How? Because यहाँ पर भी हमारे साथ ये है कि म्यू ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू, जो हमारे साथ फार्मूला है कि म्यू ऑफ एक्स बार मतलब सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द मीन की जो मीन है इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ एक्स बार मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एफ ऑफ एक्स बार. X bar is equal to sum of x bar into f of x bar. This is the mean of sampling distribution of mean. So 3 plus 12 plus 30 add all these values, इनको आप क्या करें, add them and you will get the answer 162. Now अगर हम इसका मीन मालूम करना चाहते हैं, if you want to calculate mean, so what we can do, 162 मतलब means x sum of x into f of x, इससे जो आ रही है मतलब इसी चीज के बराबर है. So 162 divided by 27 is equal to 6. How? Because if you multiply 6 with 27, so 6 into 7 is equal to 42. 27 divided by 6 is equal to 6 into 7. 6 into 7 is equal to 42. So 2, 4, and 6 into 2, this is 12. 12 into 4, this is 162. 162 is 162. So the mean in this case, the mean of the sample distribution of the mean is 6. Similarly, we can do the same for standard deviation. How? Because we know that the formula of the standard deviation or formula of the variance of standard deviation is sigma x bar square is equal to sum of x bar, मतलब मीन के समेशन उसका स्क्वायर ले लें, इनटू एफ ऑफ एक्स बार, जब उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ द मीन है, उसका आप क्या कर दें, उसको आप उससे मल्टीप्लाइड कर दें, माइनस सम ऑफ एक्स बार दिस वैल्यू, टेक square up this value. So what we do that if we add sum of x bar into f of x bar जो हमारे साथ यहाँ पे है sum of x bar into f of x bar, if we add this is like how we are giving x bar square into f of x. X bar is equal to 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. 9 multiplied by this probability which is 1. So 9 multiplied by 1 is equal to 9 by 27. 4 into 4. 4 का स्क्वायर है 4 का अगर हम स्क्वायर ले दिस इज इक्वल टू 16. 16 को आप इसमें मल्टीप्लाई कर दे probability method which is 3. So 16 into 3 is equal to 48. Similarly do it for 5 means 6, 7, 8, 9. Do it for all these sample means. So we will get these values, and the sum of all these values is 1026 divided by 27. So now we can put these values in the given formula. So in the first step sum of x square, ये जो हमारे साथ value आ रही है this value tells us about sum of x bar square into f of x bar. This is sum of value of x bar into f of x bar minus जो हमारे साथ sum of x into f of x bar है उसकी हम अगर ओवरऑल sum of x into f of x bar है उसकी अगर हम वैल्यू फाइंड कर ले तो हमें मालूम है कि the value of sum of x bar into f of x bar is equal to 6. Why? Because this represents us mean. This represents us mean, and the mean of this population is 6. So 6 का ओवरऑल आप स्क्वायर ले ले. So 1026 1026 divided by 27. Let's calculate it through a calculator. We can search it like we can search it over here, calculator. So this is I'm also telling you that how we can use calculator in during a lecture, how we can calculate things while using on-screen calculator. So 1026 divided by 27. So the answer is 38. The answer is 38. So yeah, this is how over here our value is 38. So this is the value now. This is the value. This is the value. This 38. Similarly, if you want to calculate 6 multiplied by 6 मतलब 6 square को if you want to calculate 6 squares value to calculator this is equal to 36. So 38 minus 36 is equal to 2. This is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of mean. Now we know that जो हमारे साथ पॉपुलेशन का म्यू है which is equal to sum of x into f of x. Means of the population is equal to sum of x into f of x. So x हमारे साथ फर्स्ट स्टेप में हमारे साथ x क्या है, this was 3, और उसकी जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी चांसेस ऑफ अकरेंस है वो हमारे साथ 1/3 है, n2 प्लस 6 ये हमारे साथ इसकी वैल्यू है क्योंकि हमने कहा है ना सम ऑफ x, एंड सम ऑफ x हमारे साथ किसी बराबर है 3 plus 6 plus 9 because this is sum of xi and xi I is equal to 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 9. So this is how we are getting the mean of the population, which is sum of x into f of x, जो हमारे साथ आ रहा है 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 is equal to 3, 6 multiplied by 1 divided by 3 is equal to 2, and similarly 9 multiplied by 1 over 3, this is equal to 9 into 3, this is equal to 3. So over here the answer is 3. Here the answer is 6 multiplied by 1 is equal to 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. And over here our value is 3 multiplied by 1 divided by 3 is equal to 1. 1 is the value from over here. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. So this is the mean of the population. जो हमारे साथ given population उसकी ये mean है. अब now if we want to know about standard deviation of the population, given population की standard deviation. अब अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने कहा था कि जो हमारी पॉपुलेशन की स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन है वो हमारे साथ बराबर होती है एक्स आई माइनस एक्स बार डिवाइड बाई एन. अब चूंकि यहाँ पे हमारे साथ क्या है, हमने जो यूज़ किया हुआ है अपना x के लिए हमने यूज़ किया हुआ है सम ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस म्यू स्क्वायर, मतलब मीन का स्क्वायर. तो यहाँ से हम अब इस तरीके से कर सकते हैं. अब यहाँ पे सम ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू एफ ऑफ एक्स, फर्स्ट स्टेज में हमारे साथ सम ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर हमारे साथ इंटू एफ ऑफ एक्स आ रहा है 9 इंटू 1 ओवर 3 आ रहा है. सेकंड में उसकी वैल्यू आ रही है 36 into 1 over 3, and third this is 21. How? Because हमारे साथ x क्या है, x हमारे साथ x की हमारे साथ 3 वैल्यू है, पॉसिबल वैल्यू क्या है उसकी 3 है. दिस इज 3, this is 6 and the other is 9. So 3 का स्क्वायर is equal to 9, 6 का स्क्वायर is equal to 36, and similarly the square of 9 is equal to 81. So if we add it and then multiply it by the probability of frequency of occurrence, so 9 multiplied by 1 into 3 is equal to 3. This is 36 divided by 3 is equal to 12, and 81 divided by 3 is equal to 27. So 27 plus 12 is equal to 39, and 39 plus 3 is equal to 39 plus 3 is equal to 42. So यहाँ पर 3 plus 12 plus 27 is equal to 42, and 42 minus 36 is equal to 6. So this is the standard deviation of the population. So now if you want to verify, we know that sigma x bar square मतलब standard deviation of the sampling distribution of the mean is equal to standard deviation of the population, a variance of population divided by n under root. So यहाँ पे हम इसको लिख सकते हैं कि सिग्मा एक्स बार मतलब स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन ऑफ द सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज इक्वल टू सिग्मा. यहाँ पे याद रखो कि यहाँ पे ये हमारे साथ सिंपल n है, यहाँ पर इसका अंडर रूट नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि अंडर रूट मैं नेक्स्ट स्टेप में ले रहा हूँ. तो यहाँ पर अब इसके ऊपर आप अंडर रूट अप्लाई कर दे तो आपके साथ ये सिग्मा एक्स बार आ जाएगी, और यहाँ पर सिग्मा के ऊपर आप अंडर रूट ले ले तो सिग्मा आ जाएगी. स्क्वायर सिग्मा स्क्वायर और अंडर रूट एक दूसरे खत्म हो जाते हैं. अब चूंकि n का कोई स्क्वायर ही नहीं है तो n पे हमारे साथ अंडर रूट अप्लाई होगा. तो अब चूंकि हमें मालूम है कि फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन आवर स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन इज 6. दिस इज आवर स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन. सो 6 एंड 6 को आप डिवाइड कर दे अंडर रूट ऑफ इसके साथ n के ऊपर आप इसको डिवाइड कर दें। तो अगर आप 3 का अंडर रूट लेंगे तो इसके अंडर रूट भी अराउंड अबाउट 1 पॉइंट समथिंग आएगी। वी कैन get it from yes, so 6 अंडर रूट 3 सॉरी ये चूंकि अगर हम उसका उसके फॉर्म में लिख ले या इस फॉर्म में लिख ले दोनों की वैल्यू सेम आ जाएगी। सो सिग्मा स्क्वायर डिवाइड बाय n under root. So yeah, we can say that sigma square divided by n is equal to 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2, and we have already discussed that this sigma square हमारे साथ ये किस चीज़ से बराबर है, ये हमारे साथ बराबर है 2 के बराबर है ना। दिस सिग्मा स्क्वायर ऑफ एक्स बार मतलब पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जो हमारे साथ सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जो मीन है, standard deviation of the sampling distribution of mean is 2. Similarly, the standard deviation of the population is also 2. ये क्या है, ये भी 2 के बराबर है। सो अब हम कह सकते हैं कि जो सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द मीन की जो स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन है वो हमारे साथ बराबर है किस चीज़ की, पॉपुलेशन के स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन की, बिकॉज दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन and this is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of mean. So this is sampling distribution of mean, standard deviation of the sampling distribution of mean, which is equal to 2, and this is the standard deviation of the population, which is also equal to 2. So we can, hence it is proved that the mean of the sampling distribution is equal to mean of the sampling distribution of the sample is equal to mean of the population, जो कि यहाँ से हमें दिखाई दे रहा है और यहाँ से हमें दिखाई दे रहा है। ये दोनों हमें बताता है कि मीन ऑफ द सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सैम्पल मीन इज इक्वल टू mean of the population, where is this thing tells us about the standard deviation of the population, standard deviation of the sampling distribution of mean is equal to standard deviation of the population. So this is a practical question that will inshallah help you about understanding the question or sampling with replacement. So thank you so much, and if there is any question, let me ask me. And for the students, we have questions on, in the book of Sharma Machoudry's book we have different questions that are related to sampling with replacement and sampling without replacement. So for you people, the question that I need you people to solve is the question example number 14.10. 14.10, this is a question, you people have to solve it and submit it with me till 25th of July. 25th of July तक आप लोगों ने क्या करना है, इस असाइनमेंट को आप लोगों ने सबमिट करना है। एग्जाम्पल नंबर 14.10, पेज नंबर 37, Sharma Machoudry's book Introduction to Statistical Theory. So solve this question and return it till 11:59 p.m. on 25th of the July. Thank you so much.